Okie dokie. Welcome to Q&A Monday, where I provide answers to your questions via video. Hello. So today are the cookbook questions. There are 2 or 3 here that are similar, so I'm going to answer them together with a little bit of show and tell. So Chef Y, or maybe his name is Chefy, not sure, wrote to me, "Hi Jamie, are you going to write another cookbook?" So this is part 1. We'll come back to the other questions in a minute. I love this question because people ask me this all the time. Right now, I have no plans to write another cookbook. Here starts the show and tell. My first book, Quick and Kosher, Recipes from the Bride Who Knew Nothing. Classic. If you don't have it, you should. Was also translated to Hebrew as Aruchat Shtayim, meaning Chat Shtayim, like chick-chock recipes. If you know Hebrew, you'll get that. Then we have the second book called Quick and Kosher, Meals in Minutes. And then we have, we need to see that. Brian, my cameraman, is in the back. You can say hi, Brian. Say hi.
Hi.
Yay! He's South African. Could you tell by his hi? He's telling me hold it up higher, like over my face.
That's good.
Okay. I look a lot better like that, don't I? Quick and Kosher, Meals in Minutes. And then this is my last labor of love, Joy of Kosher, Fast, Fresh Family Recipes, okay? So I have 3 books that I poured my heart and soul into, okay? And now, guys, I'm getting ready to have my 6th baby. So when I tell you honestly that like birthing a book is like birthing a book, it's like one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. I'm speaking from experience. And I feel like I've got 3 incredible books. I feel so blessed from God that they've sold almost 100,000 copies. Some of them are in their 6th and 7th printing. Again, they've been translated. So I don't feel the need to write another printed book, especially because of all the other things we've got going on. So of course we've got the website, joyofkosher.com. We've got an amazing magazine. I'm just gonna, again, flip through some awesome recent issues. Joy of Kosher with Jamie Geller. Boom. Boom. And boom. And boom. And one of my favorite covers, ta-da. Okay, this magazine is super incredible, super amazing, comes out via subscription and sold on newsstands every 2 months. And of course, I've got a bunch of ebooks available online. I'm coming out with 3 new ebooks this summer. One is Best Brisket recipes with sides and slaws and extras to make sure that you can round out your entire meal. Another one is the Ultimate Challah ebook. And another one focuses on Rosh Hashanah recipes and crafting and edible gifts. So I actually don't see a need to write another cookbook, specifically because not only is it such a long and difficult process, but it's because of the length of the process. Trends or what I'm sort of into at the moment, by the time the book comes out a year or sometimes 2 years later, after I've developed that particular recipe, no longer feels like me and feels relevant, where between the magazine and the ebooks and the website, I can actually create a recipe today and put it online today, and it's relevant to a particular question or something that inspired me today. So basically, between the over 6,000 recipes on our website, really exclusive, new, incredible material in our magazine, and our ebooks and our recipe videos, I'm not writing another cookbook now. So in case you wanted to fast forward all those few minutes, the answer is no. That was the short version. Okay. 2 other quick cookbook questions. Eric writes, "Good afternoon." So proper, Eric. Good afternoon to you. Hope all is well. I'm curious if any advice or guidance can be given as to how one would present a cookbook idea to a publisher for consideration. Does the entire cookbook need to be drafted before presenting? Any advice and or guidance would be most appreciated. Thank you. And then Atara writes, "Hey Jamie, my name is Atara and I'm a big fan of yours." Thank you. I'm a former student of Chef Yochi's, actually. I remember spotting you in class a while back, but didn't get a chance to say hi. I was hoping to get some advice. People have been nagging me to write a cookbook, and I finally decided to give it a shot, although I don't know where to start or end. Any quick advice? All the best, Atara. All right, guys. So now for the write your own cookbook advice section of this answer. First and foremost, you create a proposal. okay? If you're going to a secular publisher, you need an agent, because any of the mainstream publishers will not take what's called unsolicited pitches. So you must go through an agent, so the proposal writing process is necessary even in order for you to land your agent. If you're going to a Jewish publisher, then you will still need your proposal, but you will be presenting it to the publisher directly. Now, the proposal is not the entire book. No need to fret. You don't need to write it first and then try to get it sold. The idea is to include the following: the name of the book, the concept, right? So like, what's your hook? Do a little bit of a short study on the marketplace. Why is this book unlike anything else that's out there? What's the need for this book? Why will people buy this book? So a little bit of a market study. Of course, you want to have a nice sampling of sample recipes. You don't need to go crazy, but maybe a sample from each chapter, or something sweet and savory, and a starter and a main. Again, just like a sample based on whatever. Let's say you're doing a seasonal cookbook, maybe one recipe from each season, just so they can get a sense of your culinary style and like unique approach to things. Now, the other thing that publishers want to see these days is your marketing plan. No longer are the days of, oh, I've got a great idea and the publisher does all the work. Everyone has a great idea. There's always someone out there with a better idea or who is a better cook than you. What is your marketing pitch? What are you going to do to sell this book? You can't just write a book, put it on the shelf. I mean, there are hardly any bookstores left anymore with shelves, so I guess we're talking about the Amazon shelf, and expect it to sell itself. You need to go out there, you need to tell them how many social followers and fans you have. What's your email list look like? What does your blog or website look like? What kind of tour are you going to do in support of this book? How are you going to get this book in front of your target market, and also speak about your target market and your demographic? So the proposal is combination presentation of your culinary prowess and your marketing sensibilities and what you're going to do to get this book on the shelf. So best of luck. Any more specific questions about the book, things like some publishers will require that you hand in your manuscript with pictures, some not. Some publishers will provide you with your recipe editors and your indexers, and some will not. So those kinds of things will become more clear based on the deal that you negotiate. But do know that one thing I highly recommend is having your own at least second line of independent recipe testing, if not triple tested recipes. So what that means is, after you know that the recipes are incredible, you want to make sure that you have a professional independent tester test those recipes in a different environment, in a different kitchen, in a different oven, following your instructions, both for clarity, ease, and taste. So I think I covered most of it. Again, good luck. If you've got any further questions for me on the cookbooks or anything else, I will answer them in the Q&A Monday episodes. Leave them in the comments below. I'll also put a link in the comments below to a series I wrote on the making of a cookbook. So hopefully that will help anyone who's interested in this particular subject. I'm trying to think anything else I've left out. I just want to make sure you stay tuned to a new project we're launching this summer called Home by Jamie Geller. How-to courses for busy homemakers. The idea is to inspire and help you bring joy and beauty into your life. So you're officially invited to be inspired. We want to make sure you sign up for fast, fresh, family-friendly food and crafts, and we're going to help you turn your house into a home. Talk to you soon.